There's a lot of things you can do to build your willpower, but here's the basic conclusion. No matter what it is that you do, willpower is a really important element in your life to build something sustainable. Get clients, get them results. You always want to focus on your strengths. There's actually no way for me to actually give the same attention to the $1 million client and to the $500 million client. You just have to focus on doing your thing well. Eating breakfast right now with my brother. After 24 hours of not eating, I'm really curious how this tastes, and then the breakfast, it's amazing. Can you see it now? Okay, so tasting food after 24 hours of not eating, I think this tastes amazing, and then I'm gonna eat breakfast as well. This is something I do like once in a while, and I'm going to do it. Like experiment with not eating. I think it's beautiful and trains your mind, okay? So let's do it, let's eat. Alright, so just had an amazing lunch. The wind is blowing right now, but just had an amazing lunch. Haven't eaten for 24 hours. I do this because it really helps me with my willpower, my strength of mind, and all these cool stuff. Gotta get back to my apartment right now. Schedule the week for the upcoming week. I have a lot of cool stuff happening. I'm really excited about everything. This is really, really good stuff. Yeah, I have a book I want to recommend you. It's about like understanding vision, understanding how your mind works and everything. Oh, this is really windy. Okay, let's figure it out. And it's Thomas Troward, The Creative Process in the Individual. It's an amazing book. You'll not understand anything if you read it the first time. It was recommended to me by some good friends, by Bob Proctor as well. Just read it. It's like you'll need a couple of times to read it to make sense of it, but it's beautiful. It's about how your mind works. It's about how your thoughts and mind create reality and how everything is real. And it's written like 80 years ago. It's just way beautiful. So I'm gonna get back to work right now. Thank you so much for watching these vlogs again. Yeah, I'm gonna put in a lot of work. Probably gonna do the other side of the vlog in my apartment, and then we'll see. What's up, guys? This is Catalin, and today we're gonna talk about 4 ways, not 3, 4 ways to increase your willpower. Here's the thing. So I believe that a lot of good things happen in everyone's life when we are disciplined and we're going constantly and consistently going after something that we want, right? And anything that we like is great requires discipline, and that's just how it is. So in my view, the way I've built all this discipline is by actually being a professional dancer for 9 years, then actually going and building this business that I'm building right now, which is Increase Media, the social media agency we're building, and all these things. And I really believe that a big part of that was my discipline, my willpower, which is basically kind of the same thing. Having that really helped me to consistently be putting out the work, putting in the work, putting out the content, and doing everything, a single thing that I should be doing and I need to be doing in order to actually build a business or build a life, whatever it is. So you can take these principles, these 4 things. I keep showing 3 things, I don't know why. 4 things, and apply them in your life in whatever it is that you're doing, right? It doesn't have to be necessarily business. I just think that they apply to everything. So let's go. Number 1, food. I believe that all of us slack off food. We know what we should be doing. We know what we should be eating. We know every one of those things, but we still don't do it. And I think that's a part where you should be focusing on first. In order to build willpower and discipline and actually habit into your life, which by itself kind of like creates success, you need to watch out what you're eating. What you're eating affects your brain. Your brain actually creates the power, creates the leverage for you to go out and be able to focus, be able to discipline yourself, be able to actually go and do whatever it is you want to do. If you don't have any brain power, if you don't have any, if your brain doesn't function properly, which is caused by food a lot, you're not gonna be able to do stuff, and you're just gonna not know why, but it's your brain. So I'm not gonna go into the dietary kind of things, but you need to discipline and build willpower into your diet, into your food. And that's one way to build willpower, okay? When you're seeing something, when you're seeing a lot of sugar, like the basic principle is simple. Don't eat a lot of sugar. Don't eat a lot of processed foods. Don't eat a lot of like carbohydrates and all these things. Try to keep things low, like pasta, bread, and all these things. And that will give you a lot of brain power. And doing this will really help your willpower. So one area that you should be focusing on to increase your willpower is food. The second way that you can do to actually increase your willpower is, this is a practical example, and it's cold showers. Now here's the thing, this is really, really hardcore for most people, but I've been doing cold shower for the last 2 years and 7 months or something like that, and I've been doing them every single day for that period of time, constantly, every single night. And they helped me a lot because one, cold therapy is really beneficial to your brain. It's really beneficial to your body. Watch, like, just search for the Wim Hof method if you want to learn more about therapy with cold and all these things. I just think, I just like cold showers because it trains my body. It trains my brain first time to like, be in control. When you're under that cold shower, when you're under that like cold water, and it's frightening and it's transformative, what I think happens is that you are taught that you're in control. That ultimately, if you can have that cold water onto you and still stay there and still stand up, quote unquote, I think that really teaches you that you're in the master place in your life and you can control all those things. That's at least what it does to me. There's a lot of health benefits, like testosterone boost, like for women as well, a lot of things. But I think for me, what it does is it teaches my brain that I'm in control and that I can do whatever it is I want if I want it hard enough. So that's for me. And that's the second thing I do. Now the third thing I do is morning routines and night routines and routines in general. So having routines, having structure in your life really helps you build willpower. And I'm not gonna go fully in depth. I have my editor Robert would pop up some videos about my morning routine and my night routine if you want to check those out specifically. But what these do for me is they really help me kind of have a predicated way to build my day. And if you're looking at successful people, if you're looking at Tony Robbins, if you're looking at Gary Vee, like even not like I'm talking popular people, but if you're looking at Bill Gates, like all these Steve Jobs, they all had certain routines in their day that they were doing. Some of them were reading for 4 hours a day. Some of them like had this like I'm having some morning routine things, like I do 15 minutes of affirmations and meditation and all these things that I'm doing, right? For example, other things that I'm doing late at night is I'm always having a cold shower and then I write in my journal. It just helps me a lot. So I don't want to give to you what I do. I want you to go find for yourself what works. What I want you to keep in mind is that one, habits, structures, and routines are amazingly good for you. And two, you will build a lot of discipline with these, and you need to experiment a lot with finding the right for you. So what I mean by that is you're gonna go out and like find a bunch of them that you could do and just try them one by one or 2 by 2, whatever it is, and build your morning and night routine. These will help you a lot, okay? Because success is a sequence of things that happen in a row that are habitual. So if you want to get that success, quote unquote, in whatever it is that you're doing, you got to have habitual habits. Okay, that was really smart. But habitual habits in whatever it is that you're doing to kind of like know that you're going to get a certain result. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 doesn't actually exist, so I'm gonna make it 3, okay? So there's actually only 3. I wanted to come up with number 4, but I don't get any ideas right now that are actually really valuable. So I just don't want to fill the video with something that I don't believe it's the right thing. So that's kind of my gist, that's kind of my 3 things. There's a lot of things you can do to build your willpower, but here's the basic conclusion. No matter what it is that you do, willpower is a really important element in your life to build something sustainable. And here's why. Because a lot of people have a lot of you may watch Tony Robbins for a minute and you may get motivated and you may start going to the gym, and that's so cool. But at the end of the day, in order to keep a sustainable effort in a period of time that's very big, you gotta have a lot of personal force and personal power and personal will power. And that's only drawn from yourself, not from other people, because you're not gonna have Tony Robbins every single day, every single hour for all your life. Okay, you're just not. And that's just how it is. I mean, you gotta build to trust yourself. And these things build, like having willpower, having habit, having structures around your life, build a lot of self-esteem, a lot of self-trust, and self-accountability. And you're basing, there's this word I'm not catching right now, is the ability to count on yourself, right? I just love that so much. I think a lot of people just don't count on them so much, and by doing all these things and by pushing things when you don't feel like it, by having morning and night routines, by watching what you eat and doing all these things, and kind of really willpower is about delaying immediate gratification with long-term gratification. When you do these things, you're gonna develop a lot of personal traits and character traits that are gonna help you tremendously in everything that you do, and you're gonna be able to go after what you want and kind of put in that work consistently, because anything great requires a lot of time put into it. So that was the video for today, for the vlog and for everything. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in tomorrow's vlog / video / whatever it's going to be. This has been Catalin. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. When you do that, I think you just advance really, really fast. You're gonna learn a lot faster, and when the money comes, is a bonus. That's why I don't go out and buy cars with the money I make. That's why I don't go out and just